On the rise in Australia, but many of those extra years won't be healthy ones, new research has found. A global study into the burden of disease reveals preventable conditions such as diabetes and obesity are severely impacting people's quality of life.
Good girl.
If it wasn't for a soccer injury, Warren Bingham says he may never have found out he had type 2 diabetes.
Yes, good girl.
Doctors gave him the shock diagnosis as he neared his 50th birthday 3.5 years ago.
I went into the GP to get a script for an x-ray to check out my sore knee and ankle, only to find out that after those bloods, here I was being told that I've got high blood glucose HbA1c readings.
The father of 3 says he's learned to manage the condition through healthy eating and exercise. But Mr. Bingham admits working from home during the pandemic has made that more difficult.
It's challenged the mindset for sure. It's disrupted the lifestyle, so I've got to make sure I get out and have that walk.
The growing number of preventable chronic conditions like diabetes and obesity has exacerbated coronavirus deaths around the world, according to new research. While the global study also found Australians have increased their life expectancy by 6 years, for many, those extra years come with the burden of poor health.
Things like heart disease, stroke, cancer, various other forms of arthritis. So it's things that slow people down, and of course things you absolutely don't want to get during a COVID pandemic.
The study found high blood pressure was the leading risk factor for deaths in Australia, followed by a bad diet and smoking. Health experts are calling for more action to tackle the country's obesity epidemic.
We've got a serious problem, 2/3 of adults, a quarter of children, and we need to take some very strong steps to push those levers around price and promotion in particular.
A strategy Mr. Bingham supports.
I think large fast food companies should be held accountable for what they produce, what they sell, and for the information of which they provide about whether it is really healthy food or not.
He says it's also important anyone with a suspected illness or injury doesn't wait to seek medical care. Cassandra Bain, SBS World News.
Australian cotton